Thank you very much, ladies. A doubleheader tonight, second round action. The winners moving in to the quarterfinals. We've got Florida and Ole Miss, and we've got the 2025 SEC softball tournament on the Ole Miss coming into this tournament on the host bubble. Plenty to play for. A deep run, a couple of upsets. That would give the selection committee something to think about. And there's a fly ball out to Corby Otis, one down. Brian said that one was a bit outside. Bring it in. And she did bring it in just enough to get Boutte. 2 down to the World Series with the Tigers. And of course, Nancy Evans, one of the all-time great pitchers at Arizona, a national champion herself. Inside, and Binford draws the 2-out walk.
Set the tone for the game.
Slow roller here to second. No damage done by the walk. 2-2 from Lopez. Slow roller right back to the pitcher who has to spin to throw, and no chance at the speedy Falby.
Yeah, that's the one disadvantage of being a left-handed pitcher. When that ball comes short in front of you, you know that you match up for power hitters at times can be difficult. Pitch prior was a changeup. See if they go back to it.
Got nothing here.
Get the strikeout and the throw down to Falby, safe at second. Baseball player at Oklahoma as well. Shoemaker in foul territory, on the run, diving for it and making the catch is Pone. And then the tag up by Falby to get to third.
Incredible for Pone to go a long, long way, and then it's just going to lay out, even knowing that she's getting close to that wall. Look at the way that she's going to make this catch and keep it in her glove. Airborne, keeps it in. Get back into the count.
Walster in the regular season series did not hit well against Rebel pitchers. Throws the bat at it, down to Lansdale at third. Side is retired and a run denied. Here's Lexi Brady at the plate, and a full count from Rothrock. Called strike 3. That's the second one already for Keegan. One down.
Citation, that's a pitch you have to go out in a 3-2 count. You've got to wave at that. There is no way you can let the umpire make that decision.
High fly ball to left. Otis will take care of McCall. The Rebels were a 7 seed. They won 4 games in 4 days. As Lansdale walks. Let's go down to Holly Rowe.
Well, you're talking about her baseball background. She's the first.
And then watch 3 of them to earn herself a walk.
Angelina De Leon, the starting shortstop. Gets a good swing at it. Otis back on the track and has the room to make the catch. Scoreless early on. Oh, now in her second year at Ole Miss, she started out at Hawaii. Able to knock that down and pick it up and fire over to first. And you get a glimpse of with the double buys. As Williams draws the walk.
Great job by Williams to get on base.
That's the first free.
Coach Walton talked about late in the season, just needing her to get back involved in the hit parade.
And a punch out for Lopez. Her second. And a called strike 3, got her. Back-to-back team at home since 2007.
And Beth, there was a 6-week chunk where their ace was not available.
Yeah. Nice backhand by Rothrock over to first, one down as they
softball, which is a big part of it.
Off the glove of Cahalan, over to short, and the throw from Holtorf in time. That's like the third ricochet out we've seen today at the turn. Smashed back up the middle and a base hit for Lair Boutte. That's the first of the day for Ole Miss. Awards we're told to be coming out later in the week. And that is another walk. That is 3 in 3 innings for Rothrock. And that pushes the runner into scoring position.
Second time through the lineup. The ball.
First time up.
Almost had that big hit yesterday, a RBI double.
Gets a hold of that, sends it a long way, and over the top of the center field studio. Three-run shot for Percy Yamas.
Wow, Percy Yamas, he knew what she was hunting. She was all into that on that swing in her legs. Rise ball that is just on the outer half. Look at the way she's going to get underneath this ball. She's going to elevate to celebrate. We say it all the time. When you can get under a rise ball that is sitting right over the middle of the dish, it's going to go a long, long way.
A towering drive that she sent 250 feet. So the 2-out rally for the Rebels, a walk.
Even in her sophomore year, she knows when she's ahead 0-1 that she needs to make that pitch a little more competitive.
Good scoop at second by Mia Williams, but damage done. Percy Yamas got Georgia on her mind. 3-1 to Holtorf, and Riley looking for a gapper. And she'll find it off the base of the wall. Riley Holtorf motoring around to second. And the leadoff for extras from the number 9 hitter.
Yeah, and she was yesterday, super efficient yesterday.
Oh, big air.
And she draws the walk. What you got for us, Holly?
Well, I talked to Ole Miss coach Jamie Traxel before the game about the pitching plan, and she said they were going to start with
To read the speed differences.
Yeah, they don't chase a whole lot as Erickson draws the walk, and the bases are loaded for Taylor Shoemaker, who just recently hit her first career grand slam to lead things off, then back-to-back walks, loading them up with nobody out. Swing and a miss. Gets the strikeout of Shoemaker, 1 down. Got her out in front. Only play is over to first as Holtorf slides in safe at home. And a run up with 2 outs.
Walsh fold on that changeup, but gets enough of it to.
Otis. The drive out to center, and on the track to make the catch is Taylor Malvin. A couple stranded, 1 in, a 3-1 ball game. Jamie Traxel with Holly Rowe. They went 0 for 6. The only base runners walked on, but that third inning, a big one off of Keegan Rothrock. Here's a ground ball to Holtorf. It's short, and Mackenzie Pickens is retired. 6, 7, 8 coming up this inning.
A second time through.
High pop up just behind the plate. Erickson waiting a long time for it to come down. Finally lands in her glove. 2 out.
That's like a major league pop-up.
Last year. So Jamie Traxel and her staff right on point. Slicing that one to the opposite field is De Leon, and it scoots by Shoemaker all the way to the wall. Angelina headed for third, and they'll hold her there. Chop back to Rothrock, the scoop to the plate. In time, the tag by Erickson. What a heads-up play by K-Rock to go home with it. Her only option right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thomas, Francesca Anaya, Stephanie Van Brakel Prothro, the assistant coaches with Walton. And a called strike 3. Let's check in with Holly.
Well, we saw that bump coming back of all of the great
Against Oklahoma.
That'll be a good one.
And a walk there to Ava Brown. That is number 4 for Lopez as Kenley Cahalan steps in.
But Florida's not sat on it.
Shaw's going to take second.
And they really haven't struck it hard. I mean, if you're not striking that changeup hard, you're going to keep throwing that as a pitcher. Now, the pitch she's been able to use the best.
Went after the rise ball. 2 down.
Chase that pitch out of the zone, and sometimes against good changeup pitcher, you get chased out of the zone. That's a rise ball out of the zone on a.
And that's been an issue in her relief appearances. Finding the strike zone, a hit batter there. She had 19 walks in her relief. Falby grounds it to third, ending the threat. Still 3-1, Ole Miss. The top of the order, so they switch pitchers third time around. Pone sends one out to left. And the catch is made by Otis. 1 down. Here's the scout on Ava.
I'll get the call, but that is great location.
And a called strike 3 on the outside corner. That's the second time Boutte is count here to Binford. Brown looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Sliced out towards Shoemaker, and she's got it. It's a bottom 5 and a 2-run Ole Miss lead. Swings there, scooped up by Yamas. 1 down. It was time for some adjustments. And hitting well again here down the stretch is Taylor Shoemaker. And that base hit brings the tying run to the plate. Walsh gets a hold of one, and that will stay in the yard. No advancement of the runner to. Otis, another deep ball to center, and back at the base of the wall and room again for Malvin. They gave it
about elevate to celebrate. That was her.
Yeah.
Pitching numbers, the ERAs for that series.
Brady grounds it right at Holtorf, and quickly Ava Brown has 2 outs. Oh, what a snag by Cahalan at third, from her knees to first. More glove love at the SEC tournament.
Well, I bet we've seen it
after trailing by 5 innings here at the SEC tournament. You got to go back 6 years against Alabama. And Williams way out in front. 1 down. That's down the line and out to left. And again, the Gators will bring the tying run to the plate. Draws the walk.
really good job of taking that walk. That was a changeup, 57 miles an hour down in the zone, but she
2-2 pitch with 1 out, a couple on. And Holtorf infield pop up. 2 down. Falby had a chance with runners on her last time up, couldn't get it done, and not again for Florida. 2 more left on base, Ole Miss inching close for the overall #1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Lansdale skies that. 1 down. 7, 8, 9 here in the order.
the Gators have been in this game.
Base hit. And a runner aboard here in the top of the 7th for Ole Miss.
Second hit of the game for
in foul territory. Otis is over. 2 down. Ranked opponents, top RPI opponents. Ground ball to second. And that'll do it. Last chance coming up for the Gators. And look who's coming up for Florida. Erickson sends it the opposite way. Back to the track and gone. Solo shot. And the Gators got something going.
Erickson has not swung that bat often, but when she does, that bat talks. 14th home run of the year for Jocelyn Erickson. Elevated and just goes down and gets it and just drives it. Drop ball, outer half, don't matter. Lets it travel and just goes apo-taco with it. Just a great job of dropping that barrel into the zone and driving it, letting it bounce off it.
That's only the 4th time tonight she swung the bat in her. Shoemaker sends it. Back-to-back jacks. Even it through.
And this is where I thought they may have brought Lopez back in for that lefty-lefty matchup, but they stay with Binford, and is just going to get every part of it. The off-speed pitch, tattooed. You knew it off the bat. Shoemaker knew it off the bat. The freshman, 18th home run of the year.
Now one shy of the freshman record in Florida. Walsh, not this one. One down. Draws the walk. Game winner aboard. With her home run swing. Not deep enough to go. 2 down.
15 with runners on.
Brown drops that one into left. Look at the speed, sliding in safely as Otis coming all the way around from first base on a single.
Well, that's just smart base running. Otis knowing that there's 2 outs. The play at second base by the time this ball hits the ground. So good job by Ava Brown to pick up the first hit for the Gators with the runner on base. It's off the end of the bat, but look at the speed of Cordy Otis, and she's going to read it. She sees it in front, no hesitation. She knows that she can get to third, and that is a huge part of Florida having the opportunity now to walk that off-speed pitch.
Cahalan out to left, and that will not drop. Pone able to run it down. And we are going extra. Boutte, base knock. Go ahead aboard for the Reds.
The gloves in front of the base.
Yep, I think that finger moved. The pinch runner gets picked off. Erickson to throw down, the swipe by Walsh.
Erickson, one of the best, especially.
Bottom of the order for the Gators will be 9 and then 9 and then back to the top. Yamas at Otis. 2 down.
Even that ball was tattooed.
In the dirt. Strain will take second.
Report.
Walked her. So free pass of the inning.
Late in the game, the tough bet, you know, it's the 3rd and 4th walks of the game.
Sends that one over Falby's head, and it leaves the yard. Mackenzie
for Ole Miss, a team that starts 80%. Mackenzie Pickens over in the game, but in one of the most important moments here in the 8th inning is going to get a pitch she can drive. This pitch elevated. It's supposed to be a backdoor curveball that just lays through the zone, and she just mashes this out of here. The 7th home run of the year for Mackenzie Pickens. The 3-run shot puts Ole Miss on board.
Lansdale a swing and a miss. Side retired. A 3-run home run is only a solo home run. Well, that has come back to bite them tonight. And Holtorf caught looking, 1 down. And they do it again. Falby drives one out to left. This is next. But here comes the 2 home run hitters for the Gators back to back. Falby will take second, thinking about third. Got her with the change. Shoemaker back up the middle, base hit, and that will bring the tying run to the plate. Ball 4. And the bases are full of Gators. Our game earlier today, ground ball to short. This could do it for the Rebels. And Ole Miss hangs on. And they knock out the defending champs in extra innings to advance.
This is a gritty Ole Miss team. They battle, they pitch well, they defend it, and they've gotten the big hits when they've needed it.
Huge for the Rebels' resume. And the Florida Gators bounced. And they will hope that their full body of work throughout the regular season will be enough to impress the selection committee. With a high RPI and a high strength of schedule to keep them home for the regionals and possibly the supers, and perhaps even a #1 seed. 3 of the quarterfinals are now set as